Sheesh. I had to clear out my notifications 10 times. Hi, everybody. This is Meri at the.meri.atelier, and I finally got in. This is Meri at the.meri.atelier, and tonight is Friday, February 28th, and it's time for some art journaling. I've been working on this cover. I'm just about done with it. I'll show it to you. We're going to give away my gem journal tonight. So let me put some, I found some needles and I found some thread. I don't know what, here, I found some tiny thread, white thread. I just had to go looking. I thought there'd probably be some around here somewhere. Oh, I got my sound on here. Let me turn my sound down. If you hear a little echo and you know it, volume. All right. I should be set. Hi, Sherry. Hi, Terry. Hi, Arlene. Hi, Allie Kay. I'm glad you have sound. I had to turn my sound down on my notepad here. Hi, Sherry. Jean. Hi, Jean. Shelly. Arlene. Sharon. Jean. Mina. Thank you guys for your patience and coming in. Hi, Sharon Lombard. Sharon, it was so funny. I was a guest in Sharon Marlowe's stream Wednesday night. And I was watching the chat and somebody said, hi, Sharon. And I'm going, did Sharon come in? Did Sharon come in? And I was thinking it was you. And they were saying hi to Sharon Marlowe. I tell you, it's been an off week. Be a buffer night tonight, too. I'm buffering. I had a terrible time with buffering this morning. Let's get rid of that. But I noticed in my settings that there's another one waiting. So I don't know how tonight is going to go. I don't know. So if we're putting up with buffering, I really apologize. I'm working on doing my second tassel here. So I thought maybe I'd get this done. I want to give this away around 8:15 if I can. And I'm still looking for my Velcro. I have Velcro. I just don't know where. So if you remember right, I do these really long, let me get my notepad out of the way a little here. And I try to move everything off of my desk while I'm working on with really long threads. That means you too, Penelope. And my thread and peggage, and I have some pop. I'm going to spill that pop if I don't put it someplace safe. And I have a awl that Annie V gifted to me. Yay. We'll put that right here for the moment. I usually put it over where my paintbrushes are. So all I'm doing now is making my second tassel. And I was working on this really hard. So let me straighten out all this thread first. The trick to working with long threads is to keep it unknotted. Keep it loose. Keep it loose so that it doesn't tangle. And I was working out my recliner and I carried everything in here, so it kind of got clumped up, but it's not too bad. Okay, so what I do is I'm going to make a tassel. I have one and I have another tassel there. So I take this tassel and I just kind of clip it out and away so that I can work on this one. And then I bring I've got a cotton crochet thread. And let me put these needles and let me put this away. I've got cotton crochet thread here. And I just kind of hold it maybe about 3 inches, 3 or 4 inches below. And then I bring it up and make a double it, essentially double it like that, which gives me 4 threads. Then I take my needle and I make a knot and I stitch it in. And come on, there we go. Now, this is where Penelope helps me, because she'll jump in here and hold my needle for me. Right, Penelope? And you just keep your threads. You got to keep them untangled from each other here. And off of Penelope. Put Penelope over there. Okay. So I'm putting my thread through and I'm pulling it up this way. Yeah. So just pull the thread through. I got to get a hold of it again here. I lost it there. And all the time we're doing that, what did I do? Did I pull my, I pulled my hair. I got this wrong. I got to straighten out my threads, get myself going here. Okay. Here's my loop. I pulled my loop out while I was messing with my threads. Okay. Put that under there. And I'll tell you, this thread wants to catch on anything and everything. But if you go slow and keep your threads even and straight, you shouldn't have a problem. Now I'll pull it through this way. And whoops, my loop. What happened to my loop? I lose my loop. I lost my loop. Here. Oops, sorry, Penelope. Pull, 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 pull. Here's my loop. Right there. And then Penelope gives me back my needle because she's drowning in thread over here because okay. Then I want to come and make a second loop. And I will sometimes take my thread here and just tie a knot. Put this in this hand. Tie a knot here. And that way it'll keep my loop from falling out like it did earlier here. Like that. And then you just keep making loops. And I could clip this down here, but I don't. I kind of hold it there. Once the more loops you make, the shorter your threads get, so the easier it is. But I just kind of stitch through there. I got lace on here, so it's a little harder with this one because it wants to catch on the lace. My needle wants to catch on the lace here. There we go. Hello to everybody who's coming in. As soon as I get this tassel done here, I'll look at chat. Getting my cover on here, I'll show you what I was watching Barb Owen this afternoon. It took me a while to get everything done, but I'm really happy with how this journal has come out. I wasn't sure that I was going to be happy with it. Here, Penelope, hold on to my needle for me. Thank you. And then you just pull, gently pull, keep your thread straight. This is part of the loop here. Pull. Let me move this over a little. Pull. I'll tell you, I get use of my both hands when I do this. I need 4 hands. But as I said, the more you do this, the shorter your threads get and the easier it is. But I make this big long thread because I want it to not only bind my journal, but also have enough for my tassels. So that's why I work with a big long thread. And be patient with yourself when your threads get tangly, and just work the tangles out here. And if the loops aren't the same size, that really doesn't matter too much. I try to get them the same size. They're going to be clipped anyway. All right, now I'm going to grab my needle and make another knot here. Yeah, it's catching on the lace over here. I'm catching on this, catching on this, catching on that. I did. I want to finish this journal to give it away tonight. It's almost done. I finished the tassel here. I still have the closure to do, but I am looking for my Velcro. But I'll show you what I'm going to do for it. I'd rather wait and get it done rather than fret about it. Now let's just make a loop out of this. So I'm on my third loop here. It's easier to knot it and tie it when there's a shorter thread. But I will say I'm really happy with how this journal is turning out. I'm really happy with it. Keep those out of the way. On, loop it around, pull it back up. Whoops. Pull it back up. But I can't put it in here a little more. That's getting a little bit easier to work with. It'll catch on anything that it can, though. Keep the path clear. I got a little short. Let's see if I can pull it. Yeah, I can. I think I'm going to take this and tie another knot. I call them shoelace knots. I just grab a couple of threads here and my needle thread. And that's not a good to pull. There. The more knots I put in here, the more we go. Okay. What is this? The fifth one? And I just keep going in this center thing here, knotting it. My needle is, there we go. Okay. It gets easier. The shorter my thread gets, the easier it is to make these loops. You just got to keep at it. The hardest part is getting my needle underneath of the threads or in the threads. Either one works, whether you go in the center of it or go underneath of them. You just need to make sure that it's hooked onto that. Pull the here. I pulled on that. And if I pull this out, it doesn't matter because I pulled this out a little here too long. That doesn't matter. It's going to get clipped off anyway. And this one's going too short. That matters. Let's pull this one out. Let's pull on this. Yeah. There we go. Flip it. Keep them out of my way. Another loop. The more knots you make up here at the top, the better it is. Because when your thread won't pull, this one pulled, this long one pulled. I didn't have a good knot in it. It's not this. If I can. I never do it good while I'm doing it online. I always mess up. Where did it go to? Under here. Let's take this out. That didn't work very good. Shaky, shaky, shake. That's not it. This one. Maybe both of them. Keep going. I got a few more to go here. Thank you all for coming tonight. It's just about done. I just got to do this tassel. Get in there. Couple more. Come on. Oops, no, I'm not going to do one more. I'm going to clip this and rethread my needle. I thought I had more thread than I. I'm going to, I'll show you here. I want to wrap this thread around this tassel to make it pretty little windy top here. So I just kind of wind it, wrap it around and around. That's enough. One's a little higher than the other. What I want. Let's bring that in a little, down a little more. There. Let's not that. So I still have my own art journal. Take this and stick it under the other tassel here. See if I can't hook these two tassels together. Come on, get under there. Down. I'm gonna kind of come in under this a little more. If I can't make it a little prettier. Up at the top. And then I like to take my thread that I have left on my needle. I don't have enough to make another loop, but I like to run it underneath and let it hang. Let's see if I can do that. It's not always easy because it gets pretty tough in there for that needle to go through. There we go. There we go. Yay. Unclip it. I'll show you my journal here. Then I'll chat with you. So here's the tassel right here. It's long and loopy. That give Penelope back her needle. So I'm going to clip it. And I think I'll clip this one right down to the base. Right there. I'm going to give it a haircut. And it always can be made shorter. I kind of clip it long, and then if I don't like it long, you can always shorten it. There we go. All righty. So here's the journal laid out flat. What I don't have for it yet is the closure because I need to find my Velcro. Here, we'll puff out that tassel. Get it nice and pretty. And then inside, I have 4 signatures of 2 pages each, and they're watercolor. My theme for March is going to be watercolor. But it needs a closure. I did this outer lace. I just had this thin piece that came with this dresser scarf. I put some binding here on the edge. If you were able to watch my morning stream buffered really bad. But I gathered it because my dresser scarf was wider. This is not stitched down. This is not stitched down to the base. It's just like a little skirt almost. And I wanted it that way. I put some lace here on the binding, and I stitched that down over to here. And then I stitched lace all around the outside of it. Now, the only thing I have left to do is see it. It needs a closure. It's going to pop open. But see this little, if you look at this really close, you can see it's a gal. It's a dresser scarf. It's an embroidered gal. But her face is really hard to see. If I hold it up really close to the camera, you can see it. Whoever embroidered this, embroidered it with white thread up in here. So it's a little hard to see. But this is her dress. So what I'm going to do is sew a piece of Velcro here and let it come around and snap it around this way. I'm hoping that the Velcro will be strong enough to hold it. If it's not, I'll have to put a button or a snap or something on there, or even just wrap a tie. Let me go get a tie here. Well, I think I have a tan colored one. Not black all the time. Let's see what I have. Well, I do. I have a brown one. I thought I had a white colored one. I got white elastic. Yeah, these are all black. They're brown. I didn't buy any white ones, I guess. I got white elastic, but I think I'm going to try the Velcro first and see if that Velcro won't, because see, it'll pop open. It's watercolor paper, but this will hold you for it. I'll have to make a closure for it. So that part's not done, but I'm going to go ahead and give it away. So, what time is it? I said I was going to give it away between... How's everything going? You guys buffering like me? Is it still the buffer? Hi, Valerie. You feel the love? Thank you, Holly. Don't give the book away until Sharon Lawbird is done with dinner. Okay. Will she come back in? Please start a new stream. Carla, I can start a new stream, but I'm telling you it's not going to do any good because I think my laptop is waiting for a computer update. I think that it's just going to buffer. Buffering like crazy. Non-stop buffering. Okay, I'll wait. I don't know about the buffering. I think it's just the Windows update thing. I let it update this morning, but it looks like it's looking for another update. I don't think I can stop the buffering. Is it buffering? Is it just? Can you guys still hear me? Is it just the round circle going around and around? Arlene, we'll talk about that another time. I don't want to discuss that here. But I want to know, is the buffering just the circle going around? Can you still hear and see what I'm doing? Is it just the circle buffering? You can, it's just this, I'm really blurry and pokey. I think it's all these Windows updates. It did an update this morning, but I see there's another one out there. Now, it did not start. My Windows update did not start, and I paused it. I turned it off for 7 days, but I think that it's interfering with my streaming, so I'll have to let it. Okay. Well, let's wait till Sharon... It just stops momentarily. Yeah. Okay. When it buffers, sometimes YouTube will reset for lower. Let's see what I am here. I'm at 482. You can hear me. Now, see, I got this little circle, but I can still see what's going on. It's just the circle for you, Janet. Okay. Aunt Beck said she'll be back in a moment. She's going to go get her shower and will come back in her jammies. And perhaps the buffer monster will have left the building. Right. I think the buffer monster is going to live with me until I get this computer update done. I wish it was. Janet says, hi, Journey, Barb, Josie, Nasho, Tanya, Lisa, Violet, Nana, Janet, Kat, Lori, Shelly, Carla, Ezra, Ali. Sue's, Lori, too, Sharon L., Mary S., and anyone I missed. That was quite a mouthful, Janet. That's how I feel sometimes. Aunt Beck has had a week of working. Aunt Beck has had a week of working. Janet says, I would like to thank everyone for sending Kendra love and prayers. It meant so much to her. I still need to do that. I've been dealing with other things this week. Let me tell you. When did you have tetanus or whooping cough shot? Jenna says. I don't know who she's talking to. Nashua's in the house. Shelly's here. Aunt Beck says, I got a few scraps and blood drawn. Oh, scrapes. Thinking I need to go to Harbor Freight and get me some of those working on the car gloves. Violet dropped the link to Fibsville Friends. Painty Girl is here. Dar is here. I apologize for the buffering. We're just going to have to live with it until... Or maybe what I could do, if you guys want, I could plug my phone in and I could restart the stream. Let's see what you guys say. I could restart the stream on my phone. We might lose some data connects. I don't know. Crystal's here. Hi, Crystal. Hi, Sharon. Shall we plug my phone in? And no buffer for you? Well, let's see how it goes. Is Sharon Lombard here yet? Oh, there she is. Okay. Well, let's do the giveaway. Now, I'm going to give you guys some extra time on the giveaway because of the buffer. We'll just make sure everybody got their number in. And it looked like, let me clip this back on to keep it. I have to put a clothes. And this is a pretty little gal here, and that's a pretty common embroidery theme. But it's wider than my jam journal, so I gathered it here. And that's what you see here. It was under. And see, this is one layer of lace that came with the dresser scarf. Well, stitched it. Well, in order to take care of that, what I did is this. I had oodles of this, and I still have oodles of it less. This really pretty lace. This is pretty. I like this. And so I hand stitched it onto the front and with more of a fine thread. And that went really well. And I also hand stitched the two laces together here. So it's got a double lace in here. Then to take care of what showed with the stitching here, I for the inside page here, I put a piece of watercolor on the sides, and that's for my wraparound too. Same size as the outside. And I was going to splatter watercolor on here, but I decided against it. I don't want to mess it up. I don't want to risk it. This is all 140-pound watercolor. There's 32 pages, counting 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 8 signatures of 2 pages. Watercolor. If you win the journal, if you want to play and you win the journal, you do not have to do my prompts. You may just want to keep the journal. You may want to give it away. You may but anything, whatever you want to do. The only thing I would ask is that you not enter if you really don't want it. If you don't think you use it, if you're just here to see what's going on, like that. And I'll send it to Becky if you want it. You know, I seem to have, well, I have oodles of this lace. This is what I have left. There's more than enough to go more lace. And I have a lot of trim that I've been getting at the not at the dollar store, at the thrift store. So I was thinking I would stay late tonight, do a marathon and finish mine. But if I think I might just decide against that and get this win. Hi, Mary Helen. Welcome, welcome. An oodle is a lot more than is more than a lot, but less than a ton. Oh dear. Well, since we're here, let me get some paper out. Let me get a piece of paper here, and I'll just use the back of this. I've been planning my cards with this. So let me move this. We're done with this. And a pen. It usually gets better the later it gets. I hope so, Carla. But I'm afraid that this has to do with my YouTube update. Look, I still have my Fig Newton out from this morning. I didn't eat my Fig Newton. So this is, I don't want to write on the back of this. Uh-oh. My phone is going to fall if I'm not careful. Let's see what I have here to write on. Let's grab a piece of paper. Just a piece of... Let me tell you, my day has gone fast. I don't know what happened to my day. I'd rather write on this. I'll use this to catch this there. So this is the March hashtag Jam Journals. Giveaway. Any. Notice I didn't write 14. And there's only going to be one winner. The person who's closest to the number without going over will win it. And I think I'm going to do the same thing just to give you a lot of choices. There are 48 people in here. We're going to make the range is going to be between 1 and 200. That'll give you a lot of choices. And you can enter for yourself 4 times. And I would prefer that you enter all 4 numbers on the same line. Just say 10, 32, 50, and 90, something like that, or 150, 90, 82, 10, something like that. But if you want to play for somebody else, you can play as many times as you want for somebody else, but don't spam it. Don't go 1 for Becky, 2 for Becky, 3 for Becky, 4. Don't do that, or I won't count them. So I went to the post office and I took my February Gem Journal in, and I put it in a manila envelope, and I asked her how much it would cost for me to send this to Finland and to Norway. And I think it cost around $14 that I start cringing. So I think, of course, I won't be sending the clip. I'll just be sending, it'll be nothing but the journal. I might have a little card in there. I will send it to this international. Some things you can't. A book might be heavier than this. This is, well, I got this on there too. I'm at the post office now. Let me go to random.org. Random, come on. And get set up. Don't say anything until I type in go. And set it between 1 and 200. And since it's buffering, I'm going to give you guys a little bit more time. Don't talk. Don't talk or the numbers will scroll off the screen. Even if there's duplicate, the first person that has the number will win. We're not going to sort out duplicates. So just, if somebody has your duplicate, just you think you got it first. If you see that you have a duplicate, you can enter in another number. Just say 10 for dupe or something like that. So I know that you're entering in another number for a duplicate. Okay. So I don't know what I did to the cap. And turn the low light on here. Turn the low light on. And come down here. Go to the chat. Don't say anything till I type in go. Okay, go. And we'll give you a little time. Now, I can talk while the numbers are scrolling because my voice doesn't type words in on the screen. Oh. Remember, you can play for another person if you want. And I'll send it to them. And you can enter in as many numbers for another person as you want, or for different people. You can say 20 for Shelley and 10 for Becky or something like that. 4 numbers only for yourself. Hi, Jean Peter Artist. Welcome, welcome. And while you guys are scrolling, I will say, take into consideration that this is a handmade journal. This is not a fancy-dancy journal that you're going to pay $40 for at Barnes & Noble or something. This is handmade, and once you get it in your hands, if you win it, you'll say, oh, yeah, it is handmade. There are little things in here that I could do better, but it turned out pretty good. It did. I'm really happy with how it turned out. So in the long run, I had some goofs here, but the lace really took care of my goofs. Just like I got a little close to the top here, but I also put watercolor paper up there. So this is a journal that you can feel free to play in. You can feel free to play. I better be thinking about saying stop, or it's going to scroll off the screen for me. So I'm going to give it the countdown. Don't have your numbers in, get them in. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Get your numbers in if you don't have all your numbers in. 5, 4, 3. I think of Dee Dee every time I do this. 2, 1. Stop. Oh, Eileen, you just got jerseys in. Oh, Sharon, you were one too late. Oh, try not to talk until we get the winner chose, because every time you type something in, that chat scrolls up one. We don't want our chat to scroll the numbers off. So let's show what I have here. I got between 1 and 200. It says be patient. It may take a little while, but it doesn't. It goes pretty fast. So I'm going to get sequence. The person who's closest to the number 20. The number 20. Who's close first? So the winning number was 20. Let me go back now. I have to go back to my screen. Mary Helen had 13. Arlene had 14. River City, Deborah had 16. You guys are free to, if I call it, and if I'm wrong, you're free to correct me. So far, Deborah's at 16. Mina had 16, but Deborah got it first, Mina. So it's still Deborah. Lisa had 21st. I'm not seeing Lisa. Let me turn my live chat on. Lisa. Oh, see, it scrolled off. It scrolled off on me. Which Lisa had it? I'm going to take Carla's word. Lisa, which Lisa? Lisa Conway? Lisa Conway won it? I will not see that too. Whether they chop our chat off too fast. Yeah, I'm way up at the top. It scrolled off, but I'm going to take your guys' word for it. Lisa Conway won it. Okay, I have Lisa's address. And I'm kind of glad it's going to Lisa because she does a lot of fabric work. And of course, it's watercolor in here, but she can put faces for whatever she wants. So congratulate, blah, blah, blah. Congratulations, Lisa. I'll have to put I have a closure on it. And I'm just thinking a piece of Velcro, but I don't know. I'm hoping Velcro will hold it. If Velcro doesn't hold it, I'll put a button and a ribbon and wrap around. That'll work too. But I prefer a piece of Velcro. Right now, it's a clip. Hi, Susan. Hi, Tanya. Is it T-A-N-I-A, Tanya? Or is it Tanya? T-A-N-I-A. She likes watercolor? Yeah. Oh, she does. She and Hannah, her daughter, have been doing watercolor. So maybe she'll use my journal. If she doesn't, she can give it away or stash it or hide it. Do whatever you want with it, Lisa. I'll try to get it sent out. I'll get a close. I'm going to try to get a mailing done. All right. And we are buffering like crazy, aren't we? Hi, Giovanna. Susan said she just joined today. I will be selfish. Keep it and use it. Lisa, that's just selfishness is out of your character. I can't visualize you being selfish. Well, you know what? I'm really tired tonight. I'm really tired tonight. Let me put this over here. Today I opened cards this morning that I got from Happy Mail. Sharon sent me, but Sharon, there was no elephant in here. Have you found your elephant yet, Sharon? Sharon said, we got to tell Officer Orville in Phibbsville that we lost an elephant. I don't know what happened to your elephant, Sharon, but I'll tell you, it wasn't in this envelope. But there were some very pretty postcards from everybody in here, and I just love them. Look at the one that Holly did. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that beautiful? And here's a card from Shelley. I'm kind of showing them again because my stream was so bad this morning. It's probably not even better tonight. And this one, if you sent me this, let me know. It says Meridel. If there was a note, it might have fallen out. I don't know who sent this to me, but it's beautiful and I love it. And here's a little pocket. What did this have in it? I think it had, I took it out, had something in it I was going to use on my calendar page. I have it. I got it with my calendar, whatever it is, Barb. I forgot. It's been a long day. And Barb sent this. She did this, I think, in one of no, she did. And there's some text paper. Oh, did you send you sent elephants? That's what you sent. Some elephants and some yellow tabbies. Barb did. And this one's from Barb too, Barb Fillion. Barb sent all of that in this envelope. This came from Barb. Brian, oh yeah, this is between Sharon and me. Some notes. All right, so then the other thing I have to share, let me put this back on my cart, is I did go to the thrift store the other day and I got a $5 haul. I thought I'd show that. Not much, mostly office stuff. And all the office supplies were 50% off. So, okay. I got this magnetic paper, magnetic sheets. And I think, yeah, it was $2, but they only charged me $1, which I thought was a good price. And let's see how many are in here. I thought I would alter them. I won't print. But there are, how many are there here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 of them. I might do some Happy Mail, but not right away. I'll never use all that many magnets for myself. How many were in? Oh, it says 5. I thought I counted 6. There are 5 or 6 in there. I got some, and these are color wave folder viewers. These are kind of interesting because they're transparent and you can see what's. There are 3 of them. This one's a light purple. There's a purple, a blue, and a pink, I think. Those cost $1. I think is really pretty. I thought this would make a pretty journal. Probably this way, maybe a little journal. Or even a zine. A zine would be pretty. I might have to combine the other border, put this on the other side out of another sheet of paper or something. That was $1, and I got it for 50 cents. I only spent $5. I got some sheet protectors. And so I don't know how I'm going to make stencils out of them. Sheet protectors for 50 cents. I got them for 25. I got some index, or they're kind of index cards, hot deals on cool stuff. These are 25 cents. I think that's just note paper. I'm not sure whether that's index cards or note paper. Here's another 25-cent one. Note paper. That's mostly what I got, this type of stuff. Some daytimer, cutaway daily record of events. I'm thinking journals. This has something on it. 50 cents, 25 cents for this. I got some ribbons, some pretty lavender ribbon. And I got a little dish here for 25 cents, a little, which I think is cool, a little black holder. And that's it. I spent $5. Oh, and then I got $1, and it's a nice journal. I'll probably do a writing journal. I'm thinking about writing to Phibbsville, writing to people who watch the TheMeriAtelier in here, and just do standalone videos and kind of write some thoughts of the day, something like that. That only cost me $1. So, yep, I spent $5. That was my big thrift haul. They had a lot of big pens there. I didn't need any, but they had a whole bunch. Somebody cleaned out all their office supplies. We think some store did. Hi, Teresa. Welcome, everybody who's come in. Well, the next thing I want to do is Let me get them out. This, I want to show you that. I want to work on this little zine that things are falling out of. Of course they're all falling out. Why wouldn't they? Let's just pop them in here. I'll have to sort those out. I want to finish my little zine. That'll be my last zine for February. And let me grab them. I want to work on my bird cards. And I have those little keys. I don't do it. And look, when I was hunting for that thread, I found this set of electric scissors. I don't know. They're Dritz scissors. Electric scissors. I've never used electric scissors. I don't even know if they'll work. So maybe instead of my Tim Holtz scissors, maybe these will cut my thread. Well, these little metal keys, I'm gonna make cards with my little birds, and then I'm gonna wrap some of this around it, and then I'll put these on a card. Some of these I like. Holding the zines. Let's see what you guys are saying to me. They're good for straight cutting. Well, that would be all I would be doing, Becky, is just to cut a line, to cut fabric off of a sheet. You hate the vibrations from them in your hand? Oh, okay. Well, I'm not sure how these will work. We'll see. I don't know, Valerie. I haven't turned them on. I just found them later this afternoon. I was looking for needles and thread. 3 drawers, and she has a whole bunch of thread in there. And she's got sewing paraphernalia, sewing machine parts and stuff like that in there. I really haven't messed with that sewing machine. My brother said it's an older one, so. Oh, they were your mom's? Do you know how they work, Carla? The Dritz ones? Do you know how they work? Do you have an opinion on how they work? Let's see. Valerie says, what did Valerie say? Oh, they will cut fabric. Aunt Beck says they'll cut fabric. All I want them to do is cut, I just cut fabric off of a yardage. I don't do a lot of fancy patterns and stuff like that. Here's the little box that we did this is Tanya and Lisa's little mini book that I worked on this week. And this elastic is plastic. This ribbon is elastic. The elastic is plastic. I don't know where that came from. I tell you, I'm tired. So this is my little book. I'm just going to leave it like this, I think. Well, I'm going to put some music in there and maybe some strips of fabric. We'll see. But there it is. This is how it is as of tonight. And it fits in my Android piece here. And I think, was it you, Teresa, who said to put ribbon around it so it would come out easier? And it does. Yeah. So I don't know if I'll do that. I might do something as simple as put one of those big keys and a piece of fabric and a big key that I got from, I'll have to find it, that Kara gives away in her, or not gives away, sells in her auction. She sells those big keys with the round. That would look nice. Just do a piece of fabric and a key on there. Maybe a lock. I got a little lock spare part thing, little lock thing, and a key. That would be nice, and just leave the rest like it is. So that's what I thought I'd work on tonight, and maybe chat with you guys a little bit more. Hi, Lucia. She's on her way home listening through her Bluetooth. Lisa has a Bluetooth that she's listening to me through. What color are the rest of your teeth? So I thought that I would put this hand here holding this as let's zoom in while I'm doing this. And this is more or less going to be putting the rest of the zine together. Let me zoom in. Plus, one more plus. We want to go this way a little. No, this way. This way. No, down. Down, Mary, down. And that way. Did that do it? Yeah. This is, well, this is, I thought I had an artist easels. This says the art store. Picture frames, CF Ender art store. Picture frames, paint, easels, 230 Congress Street, West something. But I thought I'd put him holding that. I thought I had a palette. I guess I don't. We'll put it holding that. And I'm just going to tape it in. I just want to finish my zine here. So I'm sure Tanya will be doing another one. She did that zine, and I did it. What was it? It's last Sunday. I did it. Let me get them out here. These are my zines. Tanya has had such an influence on me. These are January circles. And I used a page out of the, no, I had some copper brass colored paint that I'd smeared. And then I sprayed some inks on it. And this was a spool of thread here, the end off of a spool of thread. And then I just put some quotes down there. That's what Tanya did, circles and quotes. What else did I do here? Here's a page protector zine, and I used the Tim Holtz. Oh, I'm way out of frame. I used the Tim Holtz pieces here just to get something on there. This was a page protector, transparent one. That went pretty good now that it's all made. It was a little hard to make. And here was one that I colored with markers, I think. I colored those with markers. And I got a lot of color on here. This was a page protector one, so I went over it with a fine line paint applicator, the flowers. That turned out pretty good in the end. So I did that one. This one was, looks like some of that stuff is coming off. This one is a comics out of a newspaper, and I comic just looking at the comic character. It was kind of fun to do. And here's that little family circus little boy. And it says I have a bad connection. It says I have a bad connection. My laptop, they're trying to reconnect. Let's see if it reconnects. You guys, let me go down here. Is it Tanya or Tanya? Tanya. I'm so bad. Tanya, I put my email address in there. Would you email me your snail mail address? I'd appreciate it so that I can thank you. I have a list here. I have a list. I'm keeping track. Tanya Tucker, Tanya Tucker, Tanya Tucker. Is it? Thank you so much, Smith. I'm keeping track. I'm keeping track. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Oh, look at the little fox heart. He's so cute. The email's wrong. Thank you. That was the wrong email. Thank you, Holly. Let's see if I can get this right. There you go. There's the correct email. There you go. Thank you very much. I was showing the zines. This was the comic book character ones. Fun to draw them. And you'd be surprised. Those are harder to draw than you know. And then I did a heart one for Valentine, a heart zine for Valentine Day. And then I had leftover scrap paper, so I did another heart one the same day. That was scrap paper one. I got it tied in a knot here. I got it tied with a ribbon. This was painting through that that stencil. That was fun to do. It's fun to do these. Now, I haven't done Tanya's Picasso ones yet, though. I haven't done Tanya's Picasso one. I'm still catching up to that. I've been tired all week. I slept last night. Boy, did I sleep. Then this one's put together with a bobby pin embellishment. This one is a cutout one. You guys saw me do this. It is a stencil. But then I cut a stencil out of a page protector like this. And this one is torn there. Have to be careful with these. Where's the bobby pin one? It's not right. How did I have that folded? Journal is a merry little book. I don't know what I was thinking. I'm doing something with, made a little book out of it, a zine book. Oh, yeah, I used the same. It's using that stencil again. Only I didn't stamp through it. I drew through it. Gosh. Those were my February ones. And the last one I'm making for February, Tim Holtz ephemera. I'm just not having a good... My whole day's been off kilter. I just about didn't stream tonight. So let's put all these together here. I'll have to go through and straighten them up a little bit more. But I've made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 zines this month. That's the influence Tanya has had on me. All of these since the beginning of January. But I'm not doing the little book that she's doing, and I'm not doing her little, what does she call that? The scratchy journal or the squeaky journal or whatever. I'm not doing that. So what was I doing here? What happened to my hand? Here it is. So let's see what you guys are saying. Mary, you need to get some rest. Yeah, I do. Hi, Joyce. Hi, Elizabeth K. Welcome, welcome. Crunchy. Yeah, her Crunchy journal. She did that last January, so I really have a Crunchy journal. I think what's going to happen is out there by my recliner, there's a bookcase. And there are books in there that my brother's significant other had that belonged to her. And I don't read. I've read a lot of books I've already read a lot of them. The ones that I'm interested in. So I think I'm going to take them out and put my little journals in there. Because my brother doesn't read them. He'll notice. He told me I could take down, we can take down all my pop can stuff. And I told him I don't want to take down his pop can stuff. He says, well, I'm done with them. And I said, no, you're not. when people come in, they like to look at that stuff, and I'm not going to move his pop can stuff, but those books in there can be moved. All right, I had it all planned out what I was going to do on these pages. And of course, I'm going to put this bird on the back. The bird goes on the back like this, probably. Suze is here. Mary too. Hi, Mary too. Welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Suze says, Mary, remember the black cutout I won? Oh yeah, it's backed with red. I have that ready to send to you. I've got it in your pile of stuff, Suze. It's over on my computer desk behind me. Keep reminding me. I did 2 meetings this week. Yours is coming up soon, Suze. Yours is coming up soon. Did I do that upside down? Of course I did. Off. Way too easy to peel him off. Let's get some glue out. Ellen? Did I miss somebody coming in? And Ellen? Elizabeth, Joyce. Hi, Joyce. Lucia, Lisa, Lucia, Mary too, Joyce. Am I in live chat? Barb. Yeah, buffering is bad tonight. Oh, so that would make 11 zines then, Suze. I think that would make it number 11. Yeah. Let's spread this out a little. Of course I'm messy. Of course. Let's make sure I got this the right side up. Let's get that off. Mary's computer is doing an update. Well, it's not doing the update now. It's checking. I put it on pause, but I think putting it on pause isn't really helping it, because it did an update this morning. It updated this morning and finished, but it's a one out there. And I think that's what's causing all this buffering issue here. I got little scrappies mixed in here. I hate these little scrappies. I need the tape, but I hate the scrappies. Let's see. I was going to do this little girl. What was I going to do her on? Over here, flowers. That's a lot of flowers. I might have to get out my fussy cuts again. Prescription drugs and what is that? Acid washed for speeding up in England. Huh. I don't know what that is. Prescription drugs. I don't like that with prescription drugs. It's the washi tape that's the background here. I'm going to glue these on instead of tape. That means I'll get... And I know, Suze, I need to look through my Happy Mail and find that gluer thing you sent me. I'm getting there. All right. So I got the front, that page, and that page. Was I putting this one on with the little girl? I'll put this over here, I think. And the little girl there. Why not? Airmail. that with that. Okay, we'll do that. What is everybody working on? Are you just visiting? I'm working on my zine here, Lucia. I don't know what everybody else is working on. Let's hear what they're linked to streams on Sunday at noon. And yeah, she does those zines and she works in a little book. I'm going to try after I get caught up a little bit more, she says, to work more in that little book because Tanya did send it to me. So I should probably work in it, but I'm way behind. I'll just work in it. I'll try to work on a page that she works on. I've just been so behind on everything. But I'm doing the zines. I'm having fun with her zines. I'm having a lot of fun with the zines. All right. So there's that. And I thought I had another card in here. I think I dropped some. I think I dropped some in here. I will find them. Let's see what I think this might have either been Cheryl or Nina. I'm not sure who sent this to me. I'll put it in there. That is pretty. Little tag. I got some dragonfly charms. Oh, look, I got a face. Ooh. I'm not sure where that came from. I was looking for, I got some little men. I got some little people here. That's what I was looking for. And I got some posters. I find them. I get out my fussy cut. I mean, my paper doll things, and I look through them, and I never get them all put back. So I throw them in this whatnot box. Isn't that pretty? That's pretty. Let's see. Oh, that goes in the whatnot box. Let's put this tag. I like that tag. I didn't make this. Somebody sent this to me. Was that you, Cheryl, who sent me this? It might have been Mina sent me some little tags. Oh, I'm not the zine queen. I'm just trying to keep up with Tanya. Tanya got me inspired. I'm going to put this in here. I think I'll put it kind of down or like this maybe. We'll let it hang up. We'll let it hang out. And or down. Let it hang down. Maybe down this way. And what shall I put on there? The 35-cent one now. Ooh, maybe some bling. I think bling will be too thick. Maybe a postage stamp, something. Or another little person. Another little flower. Mm-hmm. You think that tag was from Cheryl? Violet says, if you request to join Fibsville Friends, please answer the 3 questions. And they're not hard questions. Oh, you're in New Zealand? Okay. Well, be sure you email me your address. Oh, no, it's Lisa who won it. It was Lisa Conway who won that. Why did I want her address? I don't know. I am so tired. I am so out of it. I can post a pic in Fibsville, Allie K says, if you want. I'll change the info to random letters and numbers. Uh-oh, that came off. Huh. Let's put it back on. go. Did I put glue on this? Don't even remember what I did. I might quit early tonight. I'm really tired. I'm really running low on steam here. I'm running low. I was going to go all night and do my March journal, but I might have to do that tomorrow off camera. Violet says, welcome again. Lori says, I'm sorry, but I don't see your request. Did you use the above link? Mary, if you need to stop. Don't make yourself sick. What time is it? It's 9:13. Well, I'm going to work on my cards a little. I'll go for maybe about an hour more, maybe an hour till 10:30. Till about 10:30, and I think that'll be late enough tonight. I am really running low on steam. Let's see. Let's just put her right in here. I think that this, when you use this glue, it really does have to set and dry. It has to set and dry. I should put some journal words on there too. Let's see what I have here. I have some words. Exploring, wishing. Let's see if I've had them around for a while. Now I'll put wishing up here. Wishing. Although it does stick to my finger with no problem. Let's see, what do I want to put on that one? Here's, I can put this one on the back. Pretty little bird chirped. The pretty little bird chirped. I do enjoy. Tanya's got me stuck on them. The thinner papers are better. I'll put this up here. And maybe I'll put the... what shall I put under there? This writing? I don't know. How about no? How about this gentleman? Let's put this gentleman and his dog there. Herald Square. Here somewhere. He's hiding. Uh-oh. Not only are the elephants gone missing, the bunnies hopped away. What is it with these animals these days? What is it with these animals? Oh. What else? What else did I miss? Who did I miss saying hello to? Valerie says, I have so many projects going on at once, it's hard to keep track of them all. Boy, Valerie, I know. On this little cart that Petals sent me helps. It helps a lot. I tend to stack up those things over there, though. But the other thing I'm going to do, and Lindsay, the frugal crafter, kind of put me up to it. On this computer desk, while I'm working, like if you could see over there, I've got glossy accents. I got out this, I thought it was pink paint, but it turned out to be pink modeling paste. American Crafts texture, metallic texture paste. And so it's sitting over here on my desk. That black paint is sitting there. I was going to work with this extender stuff. That's sitting there. All my pens and pencils and that box I got at the library. the watercolor paper. But what I'm going to do, it's just all stacked up over there. I'm going to go to the dollar store and I'm going to get some of those. I'm going to get some of those little deals. I just about cut some the other night, some of those little trays, and just line them up on my computer desk so that I can put things in there rather than just throw them on the desk over there. Let's see, I want a word to put here. What am I going to put? I got this on sale for $2.99. Herald Square. Hold tight and pretend it's like it's a plan. Gun. I cannot recall them, but I can look at a picture. I'm not sure what you guys are talking about. I'll let you just chatter away because that's what I'm doing. And pretend it's a plan. And I'll have this little zine done if I just keep it up. Yeah, I think I'm only going to go till 10:30 tonight. I wanted to get that journal, and I worked on that journal quite a bit. Doing that hand stitching around that lace was not the easiest thing. Lisa, I'm so glad you won it. Sometimes things just happen like they're supposed to. Lisa was supposed to have won that. I'm going to put that up there, and I think I'll put her down here. Or should I put this down here and put her up here? Oh, my open heart, my grateful heart. A look in her eyes. She was to remember. I think I'll do that one. Okay. Sometimes it's sit and do art. Oh, and here's the thing. I have a question for you guys. Here's your question for tonight. I should make a list. Shall we do a list? Shall I stop and do a list? We haven't done a list for a long time. Let me get this done. We're going to do a list after I get this done. I'm almost done here. I'll hold my question. I have a question. But until then, did art journal page, she used that stencil. I think her stencil, she said, was was no longer being out of, I don't want to say out of print, out of production. And I really like what she did. The grocery ad. I'm going to move this down a little. She needs to be down a little there. And she put this vegetable face on. It's really funny. I got a kick out of that. But we're going to do a list tonight. I have a question for you guys. I have a question. Do. All right. How do I got? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I just have to put some words on some of these. Let's put some words there. You know, I think I'm going to put a dragonfly in here. Let's put a dragonfly in. Let's put that on with glossy accents. I should put a string through there, but I'm too tired. Now, Lisa, if you're still here and listening, oh, she's still here. You don't have to do watercolor in that book if you have other plans. You can use that book for whatever you want. And you don't have to do the jam journal if you don't want. And that goes for anybody who wins a jam journal. I'm not insisting that you guys do it just because you won the journal. I'm not going to check up on you. Well, it's not coming out. Come on. I poked that through 2 or 3 times. Why aren't you coming out? There it comes. I'm going to dab on. And let's get a word. Get the original and genuine. Let's put that up here. I'll put some Elmer's glue on it. Oh, that's a yucky glue. Get the original and genuine. And I have a feeling I better put a little piece of wax paper in there. Let's see. A fortune find. A fortune find. I'll put that here. I don't want to use that. I want to use my glue here. We're going to do a list when I'm done with this. We haven't done a list for a long time. I think I can pull this up too easy. I'm going to glue it down. I had it that way. I'm going to leave it that way. Otherwise, my palette would be upside down. Now, let's see what I have here. I need to put a word on her. There are words. And let's get a teeny piece of wax paper and put in there. I'm still piling stuff up on my wastebasket. All right, there are. She was wishing. I thought I had she was wishing. Oh, I put wishing over there. A look in her eye. A look in her eye. Yeah, I put glue on the back of these because, well, not only am I gluing onto fabric, I don't trust these older stickers to stick. And I got words there, and let's glue this down. Just glue it. That's a fold. This kind of is glued down by the metallic paint, but I'm going to put some glue in here. Just smush it down. And that we're going to leave that wax paper in there. And we're going to put a word on here and I'll be done. What do I want? The light of the moon, remember things that come. The stars are always shining. What else do I have? Be open to whatever comes next. Be your beautiful self. Be sure and email me your address, Tanya, if you're in here, Tanya, Tanya Smith. I'm not sure I'm pronouncing her name right. Be your beautiful self. I think I'll put that right here. All right. So let me put all of this stuff away. We're going to do a list, and then I'll probably close out because I'm getting kind of tired. I've been wiped out all week. I probably will veg out tomorrow. I like Saturdays to myself. I it's my downtime. Everybody needs some downtime. downtime. All right, let's put the glue away. And all of these little pieces that I have out here, let's put the glossy accents away. All of these little pieces that I have out, I'm going to put in my whatnot box because I like to go exploring in my whatnot box, and I'd have to dig out my package to put all these little ephemeras in. So we're just going to put them in here. We're going to put them in here. Postage stamps, little man here, Louisiana tea tags. That goes to my project. Some more ephemeras here. Ephemera. This goes over here in my, over in that. This goes in my, I'll work on these another time. These. I'll put them in there for now. Let's do a list. They're always fun to do. Close up the whatnot box. I'm going to have to, I am going to have to clean my card off. Oh, I sort of know where things are on it. I sort of know. I'll put my palette knife away. And here's my little zine. Be Your Beautiful Self. And a fortune find. And pretend it's a plan. She was to remember. That's what this one is. And this one is The Pretty Little Bird Chirped. And I got that little string hanging out here. I might put something on it. And we're going to do a list. And I'll have to have a pen. We'll use this one. We haven't done a list for a long time. And I might need 2 sheets of paper. I might need 2 sheets. Let me put this back. Everything's blowing away here. I have some fussy cuts that are loose. All right. We'll just put it like this. Are you ready? Let's zoom out a little. Let me zoom out. Doop, doop. That way. That way. There we go. That's pretty good. Get my drink of my pop. I've been drinking Diet Squirt. No, it's not Diet Squirt. No, it's caffeine free, but it's sugary. Red work. Oh, red work's pretty. I got a red work piece. It's probably upstairs. I'll have to bring down the quilts. I've been meaning to do that to get them out because every now and then you want to get your quilts that you have in storage. You want to get them out and air them out and refold them and make sure that they're okay. Okay, the list that we're going to do is, do you know what tomorrow is? It's February 29th. Tomorrow is February 29th. It's leap year day. This is leap year. We get an extra day. February 29th, 2020. It's leap year. We get 29 days in February. Violet says, red work is a simple style of art needlework that consists of embroidering the outline of designs onto a white or off-white background with a contrasting color of thread. And it's usually red. The thread's usually red. Today this stitch is commonly called back stitching or outline stitching. Sue says her neighbor was checking on her. Yep, this is leap year. And tomorrow is February 29th. So what I want to know from you is, what do you plan, or how, I should cross that out, how do you plan on using your extra day that you get this year? On using, that's the list. What are you going to do with all this extra 24 hours that we get? You get a whole extra 24 hours. We're always wanting more time. How are you going to spend your day tomorrow? River says, nope, no clue. No clue. You plan on watching Mary live on YouTube? I don't know if I'll be on tomorrow, Lucia. Are you going to be live tomorrow? I'll just put watch YouTube. Tomorrow's Saturday. Are you coming on tomorrow? On things to be done. You'll be live at 10 Pacific. What time? Lucia is, so I'm going to put watch Lucia at, what time, Lucia? Watch Lucia McGill's stream. Yard sale. Teresa's going to yard sale. Yard sale already. Ooh, what fun. Sandra Louise says, I'm already using the day. Oh, you're already in it, aren't you, Sandra? Tidy so I can fit the whole room somewhere. So my son can have his room back. So you're tidying up the house. So son's going to have his room back. I'm not putting your name on these. So son can have room back. At 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 Eastern, and 10 Mountain. So watch for Lucia tomorrow at 9 a.m. Pacific if you're on the West Coast, 10 Mountain, 11 Central, or 12 Eastern. Voting, Aunt Becca's going to vote. Aunt Becca and Scott are going to vote tomorrow. Clean the basement. Clean basement. What else did I miss here? Yard sale. Violet said it's just another day. I'm going to put over here 9. Just another day. Just another day. My brother would always say that about the holidays. It's just another day. And I'm going, no, Christmas is not just another day. Let's see. Thank you, Janet, for dropping that link. Clean the basement. I think I got that. Voting I got. Arlene says, same way I spend every Saturday. Cooking food for the coming week. That's good. Cooking for coming week. Going thrifting. Let's see. Sharon's going to be. Sandra says her craft room is gone. Aw. You're going to have to find another place to craft, Sandra. Let's see. Sharon's going to be poking wool. Are you going to be felting? Is that poking wool? Are you felting? I'm going to put felting question mark. Going thrifting. Aunt Becca's going to go thrifting. That sounds fun. Go thrifting. I've already been thrifting this week. I'm trying to not bring home stuff until I get my area cleaned up. Elizabeth, we're making a list of how we're going to spend this leap year. Tomorrow's February 29th. We get an extra day this year. So how do you plan on using your extra day? We're making a list of what we're going to do with all this extra 24 hours we get this year. Sharon says, I love the felted photos. Ooh, that sounds neat, Sharon. Sharon, watch those fingers around that needle, Arlene says. Judith is going to work on her journals, so she's going to try to work on journals. Mail out some happy mail, Teresa says. That's something I need to do. Maybe I'll get it ready to mail. Mail out happy mail. I'm working on it. I want to finish I want to put a closure on that jam journal. Mail out happy mail. 15 is, let's see. Aunt Beck, I want to go thrifting, Lucia says. Maybe I could talk hubby into it. He's not a thrifter. Get him hooked, Lucia. Get him hooked. Embellish envelopes, Valerie says. She's going to embellish them. I'd like to do that too. Embellish envelopes. Practice sketch, maybe watercolor, Carla says. Ooh, that's a good thing to do. Practice sketching. I want to do that too. I want to do it all. Maybe watercolor or watercolor. Good news. Oh, you have insurance through Medicare now, Suze? Oh, congratulations. I'm glad you got it. I'm glad you got some insurance. Good news. Building a raised planter for roses, Holly says. So Holly's going to build a raised planter for her roses. Oh, wow, cool. $18 is, be right back, Lisa says. Awesome, Suze. They're saying, yay, Suze. Lori's hoping to visit little ones. Hoping to visit little ones. Is that your grandchildren? I'm going to put in parentheses, grands. Question mark. 18. Sleep, Allie K says. Now you're talking my language. Sleep. I'm going to sleep it away. I'm going to rest. Schoolwork. Are you going? Running errands. I've already done that this week. I'm done with running my errands. Although I need to go to the post office and mail some bills. Violet says, I'm getting some ideas on how to spend my day now. Mary, check on Facebook for Sharon's felted projects. They're amazing. Are they in Fibsville or are they in Beth Schuler's group? Or on her page, on her own page? Where are they at? I'll look at them. I'll bet they're amazing. Sharon does beautiful work. Oh, Elizabeth's going to a baby shower and then Home Depot. I'm going to make going to Home Depot another one. To Home Depot. 24. Hopefully I will finish my scraps journal. You're never finished gluing in scraps. You're never finished with that, Arlene. I have to tell you, I just have sacks of scraps. Why I'm saving them all? Because they're too pretty to throw away. Sharon's felting is outstanding, Janet says. Teresa says, I got my glue bot filled with glue. Oh, cool, Teresa. Scott will be fixing the dryer here. Husband, and I'm going to print Scott, fix the dryer. You're not giving him the day off to go thrifting with you? 26. I want to mail something. Let's see. Wait, I missed one. Dyeing paper, Sue says, and bits of fabric with turmeric. Oh, dyeing paper. And that's something else I want to experiment with. You guys are inspiring me. And fabric with turmeric. Do you wash your fabric first to get the sizing out of it? Or are you just dyeing like pieces of old fabric? Let's see, what else did you say? Finished laundry. I got the laundry done too. I did the dish towels and we use the dish rags. I washed those. I washed the bath towels and washcloths, and I did a load of clothes. So that's all done for this week. Yay. Finish laundry. I want to mail something tomorrow, but my post office closes at 10 a.m. Boy, do I understand that. Ours does too. I'm going to put mail something. Our post office closes early on Saturday too. I understand. Take chapter 4, 14 quiz for my class. Okay, so take chapter 14 quiz for class. I'm putting it down, Alec. Quiz for class. That's important. That's important to keep up with that. Yeah. Let's go back over here. Now move my stuff. Uh-oh, there went my can. There's nothing in it. I drank it all. It went over the cliff. Clean out the cliff, underneath the cliff. Although I did that already too. There's nothing under there now. I don't know what happened to my water spritzer bottle. I went to Sally's and got a new one. Oh. Start the greenhouse, Mary 2 says. What is that, on 30? Start the greenhouse. Oh, I can't wait for spring. I can't wait for spring. All those beautiful flowers coming back. Mow the lawn before we start goofing off thrifting. Mow lawn before thrifting. Do you have to wait, Aunt Beck, for your grass to dry? Our grass early in the mornings, well, not early. I mean, our grass doesn't get dry enough to mow till about 10 or 11 o'clock, 11 or 12, really. And the mower gets all wet and clogged up, but the grass is wet. So we can't really start mowing until about 1 in the afternoon. And in the summer, that's the heat. Look at this pen's falling apart. That's the heat of the day. Look at that. Look at that's what this is. This Dollar General pen, and look, it's got an ink cartridge in there. I didn't know they had. I like these pens, but I didn't know that you could see how much ink you have left. I can see how much ink I have left. Thrifting. I'm going to put 32 and goof off. And Beck's going to goof off. We won't tell Scott. Sue's, turmeric's lovely color. I hope you post them, Arlene says. Debbie says, Teresa, are you the same Teresa from the art bar? If so, your box should be there tomorrow. If you didn't see that. Teresa says, yes, I am, and thank you. Sue says, I will post it. It takes forever for pics to download. I hope you like the bits and pieces, she says. Aunt Bex put a link to Sharon Barr. Oh, thank you. Well, look, can I go look? Maybe I should do that off screen. I'll do that off camera. It's all Beth Schuler's fault. Yeah, Beth Schuler was doing wonderful. I just couldn't take on one more thing. I do it this, but I want to do this. Beth Schuler was doing all these wonderful felting projects. Maybe if I ever get caught up, I'll do that. Let's see. Aunt Beck says, my 92-year-old mother-in-law folded all my clothes. Aw, that's nice. Aw, see? She's nice to have around, isn't she? Arlene, I have pre-cooked turmeric pages and cooked turmeric. Holly says, Becky is an amazing lady. Sue says, I rinse it if it's new. Oh, the fabric, you rinse it out. Yeah, I would think you would that if you buy cloth. Well, it depends on what you're buying. But dyeing some of that, you need to wash out the sizing. Bye, Lucia. She's probably long gone. But good night, Lucia. Sweet dreams. Teresa says, I have 2 pieces of material I'm going to wash. Lucia says, good night, Lisa. Good night, Lisa. Good night, Lisa. Good night, Lisa. Everybody's saying good night to Lisa. That she is, Aunt Beck says. We're talking about her 92-year-old mother-in-law. She did that for me as I had to use her dryer, and then she was going to play canasta tonight. Aw. That keeps you young, doing all those extra things. Keeps you young. It keeps you young to do tasks like that. Journey says, sleep well. Sue says, rinse it if the fabric is new, but the larger pieces is probably 6 inches by a yard. Rhonda says, off to the zoo. You going to the zoo? Going to zoo? I'm going to put that down. That's what I think you mean, Rhonda. Debbie says, I can't wait for summer. Let's just skip spring. Don't give it any ideas, Debbie. Well, the only thing I don't like about spring here is it's tornado season up this way. And those people that live down south certainly know what I mean. They get a lot of tornadoes down through Oklahoma and Missouri and Alabama, Georgia, down that way. Tennessee gets some. But we get them too. We get a lot of tornadoes here in Nebraska. I don't like tornadoes. And then usually, May, June, July, maybe in August and September, but they usually die down by August and September, depending on the weather. But June and July, run and hide. Teresa says, one of the pieces has a bit of mildew on it, so I need to figure out how to get that out. Holly says, I can only hope to be like your mother-in-law, Becky, but fat chance. Well, I don't know, Holly. You might be. You just might be. Aunt Beck said, yes, I'll have to wait a bit, as it is way tall in the backyard. Oh, we're talking about the wet grass. Yeah. Oh, Scott will be with me when goofing off occurs. Oh, dear. Teresa's going to bake a lemon cake. Woo, bake a lemon cake. I was thinking I might try. I don't know if I'll do it tomorrow, but one of the free magazines that I got at the library, not yesterday, but the last time I went, was an All Recipes magazine. And they have a recipe in there for making bagels, and I like to make my soft pretzels. Bagels aren't that hard to make. You boil the dough. And then after you cook them and everything, you can freeze those. You can freeze bagels. I'm hungry for bagels. Yeah. So that's one of the things I want to try. Try a mixture of part Dawn and part hydrogen peroxide and 2 parts baking soda to get the mildew out. Baking soda, I think, my mom would say baking soda. We used to use baking soda in the trunks, you know, like my mom had trunks. You know what I mean? Trunks where she'd store her clothes, and she would sprinkle baking soda in there to help keep the moisture down and to keep the odor down. Baking soda will absorb that odor. I don't know about the mildew, but I think Lucia says, I want to do everything, but I just can't. I can't wait to retire. Lucia says, I want to do everything. Me too, Lucia. That's why I'm so tired tonight. I try to do too much. I am trying to get things done before I move to the next thing, but boy, that's hard. But I did 2 mailings this week, and I'm really proud of myself. Now, one of the mailing was to Carehart, and I got Ann's package mailed, but I still need to, I'm putting together those ATCs. If you're waiting for an ATC, that little girl from me, I'm putting together the envelopes for those, and I want to get Suze's package mailed off. That's for next week, and now Lisa's Gem Journal. That's my goal for next week. Hopefully it'll work. Aunt Beth, that was sweet of her. She loves you. I'm not going anywhere, Lucia says. I am here and I'm not going anywhere. Is there anyone on here familiar with June Gallagher? She also does amazing felting. No, I'm not, but I'll bet you Beth knows her. There's the link for the zine. I think Janet dropped it, Tanya. Sharon says, I'll have to look her up. It's the 29th here already. I bought bath taps and had lunch at Wendy's. Bath taps, is that like a bubble bath? I'll put bath taps. I'm not sure what bath taps are. Bath taps and Wendy's lunch. Yeah, you folks on the other side of the world, your 29th, you better hurry up and do what you want to get done. It's going to be over with soon. There you go, Tanya. Thank you, Janet. It starts 12 minutes into the video. Tanya, I think of Tanya McGuire, and she's on Sundays at noon Central Time. Yeah, Tanya streams at May. Sandra says, summer ends here tomorrow, but it's still hot. Dang hot. No tornadoes, Carla says. I know. Those tornadoes. I do have a little bit of comfort that this house does have a basement. I would probably run to the basement. I don't know if that'd help much, but that's probably where we'd go. I'd grab my phone. I keep my phone charged up. I'd probably grab my notepad too, just in case I needed one or the other. I don't know. Mary 2 says, my 80-year-old uncle plays pickleball 5 days a week, and on the weekend he goes ice fishing. He's in the shape of a man half his age. It's unbelievable. That's cool. My poor brother, it was too warm this this winter to go ice fishing. He wanted to go so bad. They tried one day. They did go one day when it was cold. Him and his grandson went one day, and his grandson had a couple of high school friends, and they caught 40 fish. They caught 10 fish each, 40 altogether. But he wasn't able to go any other days because it's been so warm. He's been disappointed, but that's the way it goes. Pickleball. I've not heard of that before, Janet says. Aunt Beck dropped a link. I want to try to make cinnabuns. Make cinnabuns. That sounds good. Make cinnabuns. Yummy. You're making me hungry is what you're making. They are getting popular here now. Sharon, would you mind posting some of your felt work in Phibbsville? Janet says. Ann Beck says, you all are making me want to make some of my caramel cinnamon rolls, and I'm staying away from baking. Close your eyes, Aunt Beck. Hold your ears. Go la 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 la. Pink Girlie says, when you retire, there isn't enough time. Isn't that the truth? Isn't that the truth? It is kind of nice, though, not have to answer to somebody else's schedule. You know, it's kind of nice to be able to set your own hours, not have to be at work at 8:30 in the morning. That kind of happened to me, Suze, only for a different reason. I call myself not so much more anymore. I've kind of gotten used to it now, but I was the reluctant retiree. I was not ready to retire. I wanted to keep working. And I looked and looked and looked, but the economy was so bad back then, there just weren't any jobs around in my area. Well, there were a few, but they got snatched up pretty fast. Susan's retired because of her health, but Mary too says, Janet, I haven't either. I think it's like ping pong, but with a bigger ball and over a tennis net. Mary, I love playing volleyball, tennis, and ping pong growing up. I know June, she's an extremely talented lady. Oh, we're talking about the felting lady. Joyce said volleyball hurt her wrist. I love to play volleyball on the beach. Bowling and badminton. My sport is getting out of bed. Arlene. That sometimes can be a challenge, can it, Arlene? My sport is getting out of bed. Aw. Lori says her husband makes cinnabuns. Sharon says she'll do it tomorrow. 38. Sharon is going to post. Sharon will post to Phibbsville. Post felting pics to. Well, I am going to update tonight, do Windows system update, because I'm getting tired of this computer thing. And then I'm going to change it to Sundays. Only update on Sunday. Aunt Beck's going to call it a night. She's exhausted. Bye, Aunt Beck. Good night. She's probably long gone. Everybody saying good night. Good night, Becky. Have a good evening. Violet says it's time for her to go. It's probably time for me to go, too. Good night, Becky. Janice says, I'm thinking about myself twirling on ice. Arlene says, gotta go fix food. Have a blessed night. Mary, too, says good night. All right, it sounds like we're all, don't forget, go make some art tomorrow. Go make some art. And if you don't have time, you get 24 hours extra this year. So take advantage of at least an hour or 15 minutes or 5 minutes. Go make some art. I'm going to work on my gem journals. I'm going to do my update. What happened to that gem journal here? Here, we'll put this here. That's about all we did tonight, wasn't it? I finished the tassel here. I'll have to finish doing the closure. But I'm going to need one for me, and I need to finish my February gem journal. That won't take long. They're doodles. But it's going to be watercolor next month. So, and maybe I'll clean up a little in this room a little tomorrow. Do a little cleanup. Let's zoom out one. So thank you all for coming. I'm going to close out early tonight. Have a great weekend. Beth Schuler, well, let's start this over again. Sharon Marlowe usually streams around 4 o'clock on Saturday nights, Saturday evenings. Beth Schuler will stream around 7 Eastern, 6 Central. At 4 o'clock is Central Time for Sharon. And then Sunday, Tanya McGuire at This, That, and Chat will stream at 12 noon Central. I might do an impromptu Sunday night again. It just depends. It depends on a lot of factors. It'll be an impromptu. It may or may not happen. So have a great day tomorrow. You get an extra 24 hours this year. Go have fun. Bye.